Yeah,
Yeah.
but you are still young, man.
Am I?
Yeah, exactly. Because
How
you don't
old?
have
How old do
you
you
don't.
think I am?
Let me guess. Uh, According to your face and your hair is not white, maybe you are uh, uh, not 40, not 40, but maybe 38.
Good morning. This is Kevin with Cambly. How are you?
Hello, how are you, teacher?
I am actually starting to sweat.
According to your country, maybe you are from California, so you start sweating.
I'm from the U.S., but no, I live in the Philippines.
So right now you live in the Philippines, yeah.
Um,
Because I think the weather there it's very hot and warm, and
always.
yeah, and the humidity is very high.
Yes, and now we're in the hotter season, which means it's hotter and more humid, which means you
Yeah,
sweat a lot.
but I think you like it.
No, not really. I miss winter. I miss winter.
Yeah. How long have you been there on in Philippines?
6 years. 6 years.
Yeah, it's a long
I
time.
have,
So
yeah, I
not
haven't
not
seen winter in a long time.
not used to this weather.
Well, I come from Oklahoma. We
Yeah,
have 4 seasons back home, and I'm used to winter. I also
yeah,
have a heart condition, which means I'm also sensitive to the heat. So, yeah, I like winter better. Um,
yeah.
yeah, actually, I prefer winter and fall. I mean, fall and spring because they're mild. Winter, I catch the flu easily. Summer, well, I dehydrate easily, and it really sucks. Getting older sucks. It really does. It really
No,
does.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you are still young, man.
Am I?
Yeah, exactly. Because
How
you don't
old?
have
How old do
you
you
don't.
think I am?
Let me guess. Uh, According to your face and your hair is not white, maybe you are uh, uh, not 40, not 40, but maybe 38.
I am almost 50. I'm 47.
Oh my gosh! But you are still young, in my opinion.
In truth, yes. In truth is, but I mean, given the life I've had and the things I've done, I feel like I'm 87, not 47. I've been blown up, beat up, shot at, run over, electrocuted, poisoned, asphyxiated once, drowned twice. I've actually died twice. Yeah, I've actually died twice. That sucked. It really did. Yeah, the
You
look
die,
on your face. The look on your face.
yeah,
I'm not joking. I am not joking. In truth, I'm actually
yeah.
in really good shape for everything that my body's been through. Um, Most people I know are normally in wheelchairs or using canes, and I'm. When I was in the army, I fell down. I
Yeah,
was 17. I
yeah,
fell down 2 flights of stairs, and I tore up my knee. I crushed my foot, and I
yeah,
dislocated my hip. I have had permanent arthritis in that leg since then, and I ran all the way up to 2000. I was still a runner, and I was an active firefighter, hence the blown up thing. I worked as a police officer, And the U.S. Army, when I discharged, told me I would never walk again. I was chasing bad guys. I left law enforcement at an arrest rate of 247, and most of them were felonies. Yeah. Professionally, I'm a paramedic, and I am trained for all rescue vocations.
Sorry, what's that mean? Dramatic or can you repeat again?
Paramedic. Paramedicine. We are like doctors, but we are the ones in the ambulance. Pre-hospital life support, emergency medicine, and that's actually what I do here. Is I teach it. I've done that for 32 years, and
you got a lot of experience about everything.
Not really. Very specific areas I do. I've never partied. I've never really traveled. I've only lived in 2 other countries, aside from the U.S. I lived in Australia. I was there for a year, and I've lived in the Philippines for almost 7 total. Because my first time here was 2010, then 2013, and I moved back in 2014.
Yeah.
In truth, when it comes to life, I think some people have a lot more experience than I do. I just had my first child a year ago. She's now 14 months old. I was all about my career. Oh, she's my princess. Oh, she's daddy's girl.
What is her name?
Kiana. Kiana. Yeah. What my wife did is she used the first 2 initials from my name, and then the last 4 initials from her name.
Or her name.
My wife's name's Diana, but she doesn't go by it. And of course, I'm Kevin. So you came out with Keiana. Kiana.
Yeah, it's very beautiful when you invent a name like this.
They do that a lot in the Philippines, and they come out with some really, really interesting names. But the really cool part, and what really makes this really cool, my wife didn't know this. When I was younger, my friends used to call me K.
K.
Instead of Kevin, just K. And when they had to spell it, they spelled it Kei instead of KEV. Because I hated being called Kev, and I never liked my name. So what they did to make me happy was they just called me K. And if they spelled it KEV,
K more easy.
It actually is. It actually is. And not to make it sound girly, they made it KEI. My wife didn't know that, and everybody calls her middle name is actually Elle. Most people pronounce it Ella or Le, but it's actually just L.
Just L.
Yeah, everybody calls her L except for Daddy. She's K, and I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. So how you ended to tutoring English to English? That's another aspect.
It is actually funny because the moment I tell people I teach in the Philippines, they automatically assume I'm an English teacher, and I don't. I teach and consult for the Department of Health. The majority of my students are university graduates, doctors and nurses.
Yeah.
They learn English in school, but they don't speak it. So
exactly,
I would actually have to teach my students English in order to prepare them for the class. And the opportunity came up for me to actually start teaching for Cambly, and I looked at it like this. I could use my knowledge from the classroom here, but I can also learn what I learned from Cambly in the classroom. In other words, become better at helping my students speak English. And it's
exactly. So I want to ask you about your certificate. You got a bachelor's degree, or you?
I'm an associate's. I'm actually a diploma and an associate's. I will be going home. Diploma and associates.
Yes. Associates. Yeah.
Yes.
So
my degree actually just recently became a bachelor's, and I will be doing that when we go back home. But I will actually be doing community paramedicine, not paramedicine. And then I will hopefully be doing my master's in public health. I belong to one of the youngest health professions. Paramedics, we do more literally than anybody except for doctors. In some cases, we even do more than doctors because we are trained for emergencies in all specialties. We're not specific to one, I mean, we can see cardiology, we can see neurology, nephrology, EENT. I mean, we even deal with EENT and ear, eyes, nose, and throat, And a lot of people, when they see us come in, if we're not wearing uniforms, carrying the big bags, they automatically assume, because the questions we're asking, oh, you must be a doctor. No, we're not paid that much. We make about 1/4. But we actually do more than nurses. But nurses have been around longer than we have. And modern emergency medicine, let's see, are you actually in Iraq?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Which part of Iraq are you in?
Yeah, I'm from Baghdad.
Oh, no kidding. I was actually supposed to have been there a few years ago.
Yeah, I think I suppose you serve here in Iraq in U.S. Army.
Actually, I got discharged 2 days before my company deployed. Yes. Our first stop was Kuwait, and then we went over the border. We were like the seventh U.S. Army company over the border. And it was when they started taking prisoners. And my company was actually doing the medical assessments for the prisoners. And it's really interesting because, we're talking 1990, and then 13 years later we were back. And it's like 13 years later, people that were in Iraq adjusted better. But in 1990, we had 6 suicides in my company when they returned to the U.S.
Yeah.
And